ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back. Welcome back to another day on the farm where I seem to have had my Wheaties. Woo! I can move really fast. Yeah, we're on drugs. No, it's not. We've got a new mod installed called the yeah, that's a bit weird. That's supposed to be the new player action cam, but it messes up with the conflicts with the hand tools. Okay, so don't press that. Also, I'm going to change things up a little bit today. I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to start by saying, please go ahead and hit that like button on the video. Feel free to leave your comments, questions, suggestions and feedback in the section down below. And if you're not already doing so, please remember to smash, hit, click, press, whatever, that subscribe button. I'm going to do it a bit differently. I'm going to put all that spiel in at the start of the video because I'm not sure if too many people are watching to the end of the video, so they're not getting the message there. Right, we're here on the farm. We have got some harvesting to do, but before we do that, let me show you a little clip that again explains kind of why for the I think the third video in a row now I'm starting off a little bit angry, a little bit mad and a little bit cross. So let's go ahead and put in the clip. Okay, don't know why I'm doing that sound effect. I'm probably not going to do any fancy transition for the clip. Just roll the footage. Oh, this is an absolute disaster, everybody. This is what happens when you leave a worker unsupervised. I had him cultivating field 8. And for whatever reason, the worker decided after he'd finished cultivating field 8 to cross this great big expanse of land here and cultivate my bloody potato harvest. Which I'm not impressed by at all. And I wasn't watching him. I was looking at the dude, the little fella, the stair, doing the cultivating of field 2. I figured that the big bud would just quite happily drive up and down and do field 8. Wouldn't need any help from me. How wrong I was that the AI workers are so freaking ridiculous. That they do that. That is absolutely dreadful. Look how much crop he's destroyed. My potato harvest. Which was ready to harvest. Oh. I'm just astounded. I can see why some people are quitting the game because of like bugs and issues with the game, technical problems. Certainly the AI workers is reason enough to say, you know what, yeah, screw this, I'm going back to FS17 and course play, because at least the workers in course play are more intelligent. This is just dreadful. It's bad enough that I've paid them wages. I've then paid them wages and also lost crop because of them. So they've effectively cost me twice as much, 3 times as much, the workers have when they do tricks like that. Come on, Giants. Getting a flipper fixed. Really not happy. Again, really not happy with the workers. And I need those potatoes to feed the pigs. It always goes wrong, doesn't it? Something always goes wrong. Okay, so you're back. Oh dear. Flipping AI workers, eh? You know. Seriously, I don't know why the flipping guy destroyed half my potato field. I really don't. Was it potatoes I was growing? It's potatoes. Gotta remember now, which one have I got selected? What's the Homer HR12? Is that the potato one? Sugar beet one. Right. Sugar beet. This one. So we definitely don't want this one. But at the same time, I want to park it somewhere that's a bit more convenient. So yeah, we've got a couple of new mods installed today, folks. There's the player action cam. I thought I'd install it and give it a whirl. Not overly impressed with it, based on the fact that it uses that middle mouse button-y thing. It is probably better, I think, for the yeah, doesn't actually get any closer to the vehicles. Oh yeah, look at this flipping state of this field now. Good lord. I'm not impressed with the AI workers. He says as he's immediately going to go and hire one to start harvesting the potatoes. Can't do too much damage doing potatoes, can you? You don't need that. We are going to require the voucher today for the benefit of the two fields that have got straw on them. That's the point. What's the animal situation like? Ooh, cleanliness is a thing. Cleanliness is a real thing. We're also getting a bit low on food. Horses need a bit of straw as well. Ah! We'll do a quick hoovering up job. Hoovering up job done. Then we'll go do the piggies. Flipping wall's nearly full already again, look. You mucky little sods, you. switch that off. Back him up into here so he's out of the way a bit. Pigs. Clend. Right, we're going to need him. We've got the wheat to do. And we've also got the barley to do. Oh, and the transport company prices have tanked. Look at the corn price, 841. Sheesh. The harbour was charging the best for the canola. Did I sell the... I don't think I did I? Did I I think I stashed the canola in the blooming transport company. And it's now worth more at the blooming harbour. Right, I'm going to park you over here then. Yeah, we did. Stashed it at the transport company. So we'll go down to field 13. Slow it down on these bends, mate, because you'll end up hitting a tree or a truck or something. The grass is ready to harvest. Grows so fast. So let's get this guy started. Working down here. Hire a worker. Probably going to need you, in all fairness. To come and pick up the loading the tippy truck. Potentially for the potatoes more than anything at this moment in time. We are going to need, however, a... You'll do. You've got a... You've got a cedar attached, is the word I'm looking for, but we're struggling to actually be able to say. Don't block him, whatever you do. I'm going to have to do the corn as well, because we haven't reseeded any of the fields that we harvested in the last video, so that's what I've got to do now. Look how much fucking how far into that field the worker went. He didn't just do like a little bit of an overlap from field 8. Like I said, there's quite a lot of dead ground there. He's gone more or less fucking halfway. We on? We're on. Who's got a nearly full grain tank? You have. So we'll back you up then. We'll switch off the bacons. Ah, field, what's it's been harvested? Quick. Get the map. Buy it. I didn't want to buy it while it got cotton on it, did I? That would have been silly. That's a lot of potatoes. And it's time for everyone's favourite bit, the time-lapse speedy up bit. That's right, kids. It's time to do some time-lapsey speedy up stuff. Because, well, this video would be an hour and 46 minutes long if I didn't. I'm guessing you don't want to watch an hour and 46-minute videos. So, yeah, we're going to speed up the stuff and things, and I'm going to try and narrate and commentate over what is happening. So we've got the little fertiliser going. He's going to go and fertilise the fields that have now been harvested. We're going to pick up the straw. I'm going to go and obviously give some of this to the piggies, and then I'm going to put some of it in the hayloft, and then I will probably sell a few bits of it as well. Try and sell some to the barn. Try and make a bit of money, bit of additional cash from these wheat and barley harvests, instead of just relying solely on the crop, because I don't know how much crop we're actually going to get. As I say, I have kind of messed up at this point because I didn't sell the corn and canola on the previous day. I just took it and stored it in the train silo, ready to take it to the transport company. But unfortunately now, the new day has rolled round and the transport company prices have changed. So it's not looking very financially feasible for me to go and sell those crops there at this point in time. I might as well leave them and see whether we can get a better deal later on. It's that, or go and take them out the silo and move them and sell them at either the bakery or the harbour, which could be difficult because I've got 200,000 litres of corn and about 167,000 litres of canola. So it would be it would definitely require the pace setter to shift those. The tippy truck couldn't do it because it can only hold 150,000 litres. So we'd end up leaving about 17,000 litres of canola behind if we use that. But I'm not ruling it out. Depends on how badly I need the money. Come the end of this episode. Do some of the things I want to do. Right. Big Bird's quite happy seeding. I'm going to keep my eye on the Big Bird, obviously, because I don't trust him. I don't trust him to work the field properly. Well, let's fill the piggies up with straw. They didn't need a great deal, so we'll stick the rest in the hayloft, so we know we've got plenty for the future. I think we've got more than enough for the future, actually, because I've got 1 million litres sat in the other one up by the main farm. But I figured, you know, if I'm going to be planting wheat and barley and oats, we've got to do straw to make it more profitable, haven't we? At the end of the day, because you're not getting paid a great deal for the crop. So the straw should hopefully make those crops a bit more profitable. But we are then relying, obviously, on the barn to give us a good price for the straw. Now, a few episodes back, I stopped doing straw because the barn price tanked. It tanked hard. I was getting less than 10 grand for a trailer load, and I didn't think that was viable. I didn't think that was worth doing. And there's all the potatoes harvested. Very good. So we can take him and put him away. I won't bother switching over the headers because we will be needing these, needing this header again, because I'm going to replant potatoes. I'm going to replant and resow potatoes because of the Big Bird screwing up that harvest by ploughing half the field. Little harvester. I'm going to refill him with fertiliser. Try and use up a few of these spare pallets. And then we'll head over to... Oh, we're going to park him. Because we don't need him at the minute. We will, however, take a seeder. Will we? We will, because we'll get seed planted on these fields. We'll get some stuff sown. So we'll get some barley, and then we'll get some oats. We'll get the combine unloaded. And the rest of our wheat. The worker's been sat there for ages, charging me money all this time. I am going to invest in a new harvester. I am. Before the next episode, I'm going to purchase a second harvester, so we can get these fields done a lot quicker. And also it means, like, when I've got like sunflower and corn and that planted, I can be harvesting that at the same time as a regular crop, because it can use the other header. So I will be getting myself a new harvester. Okay, they didn't eat that many potatoes, so we'll chuck these in the silo. And that's the tippy top done. So we'll take this, park it back. He's finished. Good. And he hasn't made a mess. He hasn't over-seeded anywhere that he shouldn't have done. That's all nice. I do realise at this point I have forgot about the field that we've just purchased, because that's cultivated and ready to be seeded, so I could have actually had him go and plant something on that field, but I forgot. And spoilers for anyone, I still haven't seeded that field yet. That's probably something I will have to do in the next video, if I remember. If not, feel free to shout at me in the comment section to remind me that we need to sow field 11 or 10, whichever one it is up there. I think it's 11. suppose the big one above it, I think. So another 100,000 litres of straw going in. We also need to mow the grass because we need some more silage. So I'll probably buy I'll probably buy one of those chrome mowers as well for the next episode. But now we're spending all the money again. New harvester, new mower. I can offset it a little bit by selling those Pottinger mower attachments, can't I, for the tractors? We won't use the tractors for mowing anymore then. Kind of makes sense really when you think about it, doesn't it? Not to use the mowers. The tractors, sorry. Get a dedicated mower. He can drive around anywhere then. Anywhere there's grass, you can just let him loose. Because he can windrow it as he's mowing, or he can put it on the left side or the right side of the vehicle, depending. He can even just straight up blitz it, so if I did want to then TED it and do hay, I can do. It's a very useful machine, that Crone. £13 just over, I think, wasn't it? There for the straw. It's not the best price in the world, I'll be honest. We've had better, but it's nice to see that it's not, you know, under 10 anymore. And I really ought to switch the machine on before I just start driving. Really do need to start. I'm going to pick up these little bits as well that they've kind of been hanging around for a while. I know. Harvester needs emptying. I'm on it. And he has stopped a little bit premature. There's a little bit there he can still get, I think. Back him up, drop him down. He's got... trailer and a bit. 2 trailers and a bit. And then we're moving over here and start him on the barley. We'll cut across the field because nothing's been planted on it yet. We'll let him loose. Trying to find my vehicles now, tabbing through them. Shame there isn't something like a group selection where you can tab to like only active vehicles, like you could designate an active vehicle. You don't go into vehicles that are sat in sheds, you only go to the ones that are like in and on the edges of fields. That would make it so much easier to switch between vehicles. I also wonder why I'm still picking up straw when I really need to empty that loading wagon, that trailer. Because we're going to need that to empty the harvester. I think I'm going to store this in the hayloft, and I'll do a full pickup off of field 4, and we'll take that and sell it. Makes sense, doesn't it, I suppose? Don't mix barley straw and wheat straw. Not sure if there's technically any difference between barley straw and wheat straw, but I don't want to mix it up. We'll get the barley straw picked up now then. As I say, I don't know if there is any difference between it and straw, but I'm sure someone will tell me. you have finished. So now we can get you sowing some oats, can't we? On the field 3. Ooh, kick that cedar out, son. Right, we'll take that and sell it at the wheat. Best prices at the bakery, but I've got it in the wrong trailer, so we're going to the harbour. Because I can't reverse this trailer into the bakery sell point. Kind of limits me a bit then, doesn't it, to only being able to sell at 2 locations. The harbour or the transport company, and the transport company prices are absolutely woeful at the minute. Don't know why, they were really, really good yesterday. They were absolutely fantastic. They must have had a great demand on or something. We'll get them tipped anyway. Our wheat harvest. It was so-so. It wasn't the greatest of harvests in the world, and the straw price wasn't terribly good. Let's hope barley's better. What the? How did I jump? Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons on the controller. Making a right hash of this. Right, you have stopped, and you've stopped in the most awkward place, Harvester. Ooh. I think the player camera mod has increased its settings a bit. I think when I was pressing all the wrong buttons, I must have increased the player speed because I was zooming about right then. Anyway, here comes the barley. I'm probably going to get 2 and a bit trailer loads out of here as well. Ah, field 13. We could use the big bud to do field 13, and we're going to sow soybeans on it. We can then put canola onto field 4 once we've finished the barley harvest, and we'll pretty much have everything, won't we? No, we won't have anywhere to growing wheat at the minute. Once this, because this field was our wheat field. Because I'm going to put potatoes back on field 1, and then field 6 has got what on it? Sunflowers at the minute, so it's going to need to be ploughed anyway before I can reuse it. And I'll probably go for maybe a corn harvest on there. Rotate field 6 between sunflower and corn, and then that just leaves field 6 and 7. What have I put on 6 and 7? Wheat. I don't remember what I've just planted on there. Right, so you're going to now sow your oats. You've nearly finished, but I'm going to keep my eye on you just to make sure you don't do something stupid like try and do field 2. No, you've done a good job. Oh, kick that cedar out. He always likes to just sling his back end out a bit, doesn't he? Going around corners, this boy. Park him up. I think we're done. Yeah, we've got wheat on field 8. Wheat on field 8, that's alright then. That's all good. We've got to plough field 1 before we can sow it though. Despite the fact the cultivator has done half of it for us. The bit I've harvested needs to be ploughed. Work that logic out, somebody. If you harvest the field, it suddenly needs to be ploughed. If you just cultivate it, don't bother harvesting the crop, it doesn't need to be ploughed. And it's actually considered 2-stage fertilised. It's a bit weird. You'd think regardless of what I did with the crop, whether I harvested it or not, the fact that I've planted that crop and let it grow, the field would need to be ploughed. The soil would need to be ploughed because I've taken the goodness out of it. Right, we'll empty him again quickly, providing I've just hit him. and he's missed a bit. It's because he faffs about reversing and jiggling at the end of the field. So yeah, we're going to have 2 and a bit trailer loads out of this. Big Bud's quite happy at the minute. He does this seeder does miss a bit. There's a tiny fraction where it doesn't quite seed all the way to the edge. I would invest in the other seeder, the Seed Hawk or whatever it is, but I'm a bit concerned that maybe, seeing as how much trouble the Big Bud has with the cultivator staying on the right field, I wonder if the seeder has the same issue, because it's basically the same machine. It's basically the same cultivator, just with a sowing attachment on it, and obviously a tank that you drag behind it, which has all the seed and fertiliser in. Right, let's go sell the barley straw. See what we get. Hopefully another 13 grand would be nice. Seven? Only 7 grand now? Damn, they've absolutely robbed me. Those guys in the barn must be wearing mask and striped jumpers. Because they absolutely... that's almost halved in price. Okay, that's not good then, because it's just making straw non-profitable, isn't it? It's just making straw not profitable at all, if that's the case. How can it tank? How can it halve in price in a matter of minutes? I don't get that at all. I mean, 13 grand weren't the best of prices. We've definitely had higher this series, and it's dropped to only 7 again. It's even lower than 9. I'm not liking that at all. Right, I'm going to watch this guy. He's only got a little bit more to do, but again, I'm a bit concerned with ploughs and stuff, just in case he decides to drive into field 2. Start ploughing my barley field. So we'll stay with him to the end of this strip, and then we'll switch over and take that barley and get it sold. JD, done. Park it back in the shed. I'm not going to bother washing it at this point. It's not that mucky. Right, barley. Best price again is at the bakery, but I can't really sell it there. Plus I've got to feed some to the piggies, so we've got to head this direction anyway, so I might as well take it and sell it at the harbour. I get less for it, but it's more convenient to sell it than struggle about trying to get it change trailers to get a trailer that can reverse into that bakery tipping point. It's just a shame that the straw price is so bad, because that is definitely affecting my profitability. How much are we going to get? Not a lot, I shouldn't think. 95 grand. So with the straw, a little over 100. We're not making a lot for straw, are we? wonder if I could resolve that issue with a placeable. Don't necessarily want to put it down here though. I think we could probably do it here on this bit of land where I've got a bit of land. Park you back over here. So you're sort of out of the way. Let's have a look then. Placeables, miscellaneous. Bale barn, sell point. Does it only sell bales? Is what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if that means it only sells bales. Way round it's supposed to go. Does it matter? What we'll do, you have finished. I'm not going to let him do field 1 because I reckon he'll overrun. What I will do is let him fill up with some of these bags of pallets of fertiliser. Full. Well, that's nice. There somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a field test in a minute then on this. I also haven't forgotten that we do need to harvest the sunflowers. Not forgotten that. Sure, the sunflowers can wait another day. So my question now is, bale barn offers quite a bit for cotton. Offers, ooh, it does wool. It's definitely offering more for straw, providing I can tip it in loose and I don't have to bale it. Done. Right, let's go sell this at our new barn. Don't worry, horses, I haven't forgotten about you. He says as he almost Grand Theft Autos them. I will be coming back to give you some straw later. Great, we can overload straw. £13,000. Not bad. I assume we can probably overload it there as well. You got like 2 choices. I know in FS17 you had to actually drive into the barn to sell it. Didn't you? You had to drive in. The sell point was actually inside, but I don't know whether the mod maker has coded that because of, obviously, if it's designed for bales, you won't be able to unload bales in there unless you've got an auto loader trailer. Because you ain't going to be able to get a tractor in there with forks to unload the in-game trailers. Right, must remember there's that dollop there. Don't let me forget, people. Do not let me forget. Drive up here. More runs to do. I'm going to right down to the end this time. Got this little bit here. This bit up here now. So we need to get this field cultivated, back into production after this. This should fill up down here. With a bit of luck. Excellent. We can go sell this. Hopefully keep making that sweet, sweet money. I mean, I've got no objection going down and selling it to the barn, but I do think their prices leave a lot to be desired. They're not offering fair price for straw. Nowhere near. Unload it there. We can also unload it directly inside. So that's correct. So it is a straight port from FS17. That's good. I like that. 13 grand again. That price didn't halve, did it? Well, I'm going to pick up this bit of straw here as well, because it's been bothering me for a little while now. Don't worry, horses, I'm coming back. You two will get the next lot. Pick up some of these little bits that I've missed. One thing that I am slightly surprised about with the horses, you give them straw, you give them food, you give them water, but they don't produce anything. Surely horses should perhaps produce manure as well. I think horses should give you manure. It would make sense. You're putting straw in there, you're putting food, you're giving them water. Surely they go plop plop. And you'd have to empty that. Then you could have pigs, cows and horses producing something you can sell. I might have sold too much straw. See if this is enough to please said horses. If not, tough luck. Can't give them what I don't have. Can I? Swing round into the front of this pen. You know what? We may just have hit just enough then. Take care of the horses' needs. Perfect. And we'll sell the rest. And we can leave this in here. A little 1,000 for that. I'll go all the way down here now, hook up that water tank. And give the sheep some water and the piggy some water. I think it leaks, doesn't it, this thing? Because I'm pretty sure that was full. Pigs eat quite a bit more of it. Right, remember to select the dolly. And when we detach it, we actually detach it and not just dump the trailer and keep that dolly hitch. Right, I think we're about there. Two fields sown, field 1 needs to be planted. New field 4 needs to be planted with something. Right, that's where we're at there. Right, I'm going to actually leave this episode here because I've been recording for absolutely ages and I've probably overrun. So thank you all for watching. Join me again very soon for some more Farming Simulator 19 goodness. And of course, don't forget, as I said at the start of the video, please remember to hit that like button, leave your comments, questions, suggestions and feedback, and most of all, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Goodbye for now.